Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new episode of Andy's Shed Live. This is episode 6 for Sunday the 9th of April 2017. How are you everyone? Have you had a good week? I hope that you have. Yes, we're here again with another live episode and we're going to be talking about something a little bit different today. We're not going to be talking about telephones, you'll be pleased to know. Oh, some of you won't be pleased, but some of you will. No, we're going to be talking about these things instead. Pound coins. Yep. Yeah, it's all about pound coins today on Andy's Shed Live. So, here's the question. Here's some English money, some British money for those of you in other parts of the world. Various coins that I've just sort of pulled out my pocket. We'll take the 50p's away and the pennies because we're not talking about those today. And what we are talking about is these pound coins. Now, the initiated amongst you will have noticed that there's more than one different kind of coin on the table here. That's because the design of pound coins in the UK has recently changed. Now this is where we need to tell you a little bit about the history of the pound coin, because what happened was it came about in 1983. That is when the pound coin first came out. The £1 coin, the round pound as they call it. It first appeared here in the UK in 1983, and the reason it appeared in 1983 was because prior to that we had paper money. We had paper pound notes, and the pound was getting worth less and less with inflation, so you're having to carry more and more pound notes around with you, and of course pound were getting a bit dog-eared and a bit sort of ratty and that, and not very good at all. So they decided they were going to come out with a pound coin. Now that was great in theory to have the pound coin. That was a really good idea in theory. And what they did was they created these. Now these are round UK pound coins. And if I can just get this camera here and I can get a close shot of these, if I possibly can. I don't know if I can. Yeah, there we go. Right. These are UK round pounds. I'll turn the camera around so everyone's the right way up. Yeah, these are UK round pounds. And they have the Queen's head on one side, as you can see there, and they have a design on the other side. Now the interesting part is that design on the other side varies. Just see if I can get this a little bit clearer for you. Yeah, the design on this side of the pound coin varies from year to year. I mean, there's a different one, and that one is the design that started it all in 1983, and it went on for years and years and years, and the last ones to be issued I think were these ones, which were issued 2015. I'm not sure if any came out in 16, but these, which are slightly different, as you can see. Yeah, and if we look on the back, that one there is from 2015, and this one next to it, if I turn that over, is that an early 1983 one? Yeah, that's one of the very early ones from 1983, and you'll see the portrait of the Queen has changed as well, because that's when she was younger in 1983, and that's the latest version of her now. Okay, But there's more than two different ones, because on the side that's not got the Queen's head, now I don't know much about coins, but I think they call it the obverse or something like that. On the side that's not got the Queen's head on it, there's all kinds of designs. So there's that, and there's 3 lions. There's another one of those there. That's the same as that one, I think. Yeah. But there's all kinds of things. There's a leek for Wales. Can you see that? The Welsh leek on that one. And there's all kinds of designs. There's a thistle, a Scottish thistle on one, and they're all different. And there's that round design. I think it's supposed to be a cross or something, and a Welsh dragon. And all of these are different. And you know, every year they tend to bring out a different one. Now sometimes they repeat them. Sometimes they do a design that they've done before. They bring a design back. And some years the design is the same. For recent years, until very recently, until 2015 in fact, for a good few years we'd had this design. And this is an interesting one, because last week our pound coins changed. Last week there was big news, because we went from having a round pound to having these. Can you see this? Which way are we going? There we are. We went to having these. Now if I put that under the camera, you'll see that is a completely different animal. If I can show you that, if we can get it in the light. There we go. That is the new pound coin, and it doesn't show up terribly well on this camera, but it's made out of 2 different metals. So around the edge it's gold, like the old pound coin, or it's a gold colour anyway. It's not actual gold, but it's a gold colour. And in the middle it's a silver colour. And on that side we've got like a crown with a leek and a thistle, and I think it's an oak leaf and a shamrock, and I think it's a rose all coming out of it, to signify all sort of emblems of the different parts of the UK. And on the other side it's the Queen's head again. Now the interesting thing about this pound coin is it's very similar in size to the old one, but the new one, I don't know if you can spot it or not, is not completely round. It's kind of sided. Now it's not as sided as you think. It's not got as straight and edges on it as you might think, but it is a bit like the old threepenny bit or the 20p or the 50p. It has got sort of straightish sides to it, and it's supposed to be the most modern coin in the world. The little square thing at the bottom there, if you get that in the right light, they tell me there's like a hologram in that of a pound sign or something, but I've not been able to see it, so I don't think it works terribly well. So that is the new pound coin that came out last week, and came out this week, just gone. But we'll take that away for a minute, because what I want to talk about today really is the old pound coins, because with the new pound coin coming out, it was the big question on everybody's lips, kind of thing, was, well, what about the old ones? Are they going to be worth money in the future? So I got online and I did a bit of checking, and I found out that some of them already are worth money, and some of them already are worth more than £1. In fact, considerably more than £1. Right, I'm just going to put this camera back up here where it was. This other camera, if you just bear with me a moment, and then we'll normal service will be resumed, as they say. So I end with all these here pound coins. Oops, get the camera in the right place. I ended up with all these pound coins that are on the table here, like this. So I thought it was time to start having a little look through them. So I started sorting them out, and of course we get a lot of those with that shield on. That's the 3 lions, and they're the ones with that round design on. That's the original sort of crest that was on them. That one is the one with the thistle, and that's the leek, and that's the dragon, and another leek, and that's an interesting one because that one is apparently flax. I don't know if you can see that. I can. No, they say that is flax. That. And that particular one, what year is that from? Let's have a little look. Can we see on there? It's 1991. Okay, so there, look. If I turn it around to the dates at the top, you'll be able to read it easier. 1991. Yeah, can you see that? Okay, so refocus my camera onto the desk again. Flax, and that's that new sort of crest that started appearing on them. Another one that's 3 lions, and another one of that new one. And you know, I actually went and took 20 quid out of the bank the other day in pound coins just to look for any rare ones. And I found a few that are a little bit rarer than some of the others, but nothing majorly rare yet. So we keep sorting them out like that, and like that. And then there's a few more up here. And some of these are interesting because, again, we've got a different design here. We've got some with bridges on. So we've got one of those crowns there, and then another one of those round ones. That round sort of Celtic cross type design. Then there's 2 with bridges on here. One's the 4th rail bridge, if I can show you that one. Can we get it in focus? There you go. One is the 4th rail bridge, you see. There. And this is another one of the bridge, and there's another one as well. There's at least another one in this series. Well, I think there were 3 or 4 of these in total, and that, I think is that a bridge over the Menai Straits? Is it? I'm not sure where that one is, but somebody will tell me anyway. Well, that's another one in the series, and there's a modern bridge at I think it's at Gateshead as well. That's also in that. Right, I'm just adjusting the other camera again. There we go. So, there you have it. There are all the pound coins, but some are worth more than others, and I've not got any of the valuable ones. It turns out, at least I didn't think I had, because the valuable ones have got like cities on them, like London, Glasgow, no, London, Cardiff, and Edinburgh. And if you've got one with, I believe it's Edinburgh on it, then it's quite a lot of money, because you know, it's a rare one. Now the thing is, these pound coins were you know, they were all minted in different amounts. So the some are worth a lot more than others. And to give you an idea of kind of what happened here, I'll try and show you the different ones and give you an idea of what some of them are worth, because it is absolutely fascinating. I've been really sort of fascinated by this week. I've been going through all my pound coins here. I mean, oh yeah, that one's worth £2, and that one's worth you know, that one's worth just £1, and oh, that one's worth £3 maybe. And of course I've been on eBay because you know, there's always people selling stuff on eBay, and when something happens, like the coin changes, like it has this week, of course, there's been quite a lot of the old ones on eBay, and some of the new ones changing hands for silly amounts of money as well, which is a bit silly really, because they're going to be around for a long time, they are. But the old ones, like these, some of them are quite valuable. So we're going to have a little look. Now, one of the most common ones, and this is according to the Change Checker website. If you want to go and have a look at Change Checker, they're at www.changechecker.org. Some of them are really valuable, and some of them aren't. So let's have a little look and we will see what we can find. Right, let's have a look at the bridge here for a start. So let's get it in focus again. Right, this bridge. Okie dokie. So we'll have a little look at that one. The bridge, right, it's not the fourth bridge, is it that? I'm just looking through my little list here, and it's not the Millennium Bridge, it's not the Egyptian Arch. Just looking for it. It's the Menai Bridge. It was made in 2005, apparently. So let's just check that, make sure it was made in 2005. Yeah, can we see a date on that? Yep, 2005. And that one, they made 99,429,500 of them. So that one is not particularly valuable. But the Forth Road Bridge, that was done in 2004, which is this one, when I can get it under a camera, this one here, from 2004. Alright, that's the Forth Road Bridge. Okay, and that one they made 39,162,000 of them. So nowhere near as many as they did of the Menai Bridge, because they did 99,429,000 of the Menai Bridge, but the Forth Bridge only did 39 million of them. So that one is more valuable. But the interesting one that I found out, well, there's one that is really interesting, and we'll tell you all about it after this short break. Hello there, welcome back to Andy's Shed Live for this Sunday, the 9th of April 2017. And tonight we're talking these things. If I can get one under a camera again, we're talking these things. Pound coins. And what I want to tell you about now particularly is this type of pound coin, because these have been around for a while now. This is a fairly recent design, this shield. And when was this particular one made? Now this particular one was made, if you can see that, in 2013. And turn it round so you can see it better perhaps. You can see that? 2013. Now that makes this coin special. That makes this coin really special, and I'm keeping it in my hand because the other day I went on eBay and had a little look on eBay, as you do. When I was researching these pound coins, I said before the break, I went and had a look on eBay. And this design of shield on the coins I didn't think was particularly valuable because they're all relatively new. I mean, this one's from 2013, they made them in 2014, they made them in 2012. The ones in 2014 and made in 2012 are all going on eBay for about £1.99 or something like that. If you want to collect them, you know they're basically still only really worth £1, but they're adding 99p on eBay just if you want that particular design of coin. Now, the interesting bit about it is the 2013 one on the list on eBay was £9.99, and it just so happens that I have here the 2013 one. So I'm holding on to that one because that one's from 2013, and I'm looking at the dates on the other ones now, and hey, I've got another 2013. That can't be right, surely. So I've got two. So are they really rare, these 2013 things? Are they really rare? I'm looking at the next one now. That one's 2014. Well, they're allegedly not that valuable, and that's 2014, so they're not that valuable. But of those four that I've got there, those two are 2014, those two are 2013. So why are these two allegedly valuable? Now, was it a mistake? Did the guy on eBay make a mistake when he was putting the numbers in, or are the 2013 ones of that really worth a tenner? Well, it's worth checking out, and I'm going to be doing some more research over the coming week and trying to find out. But in the meantime, these 2013 ones, I think I'll put those to one side and hang on to them. But there are some of these other designs, if you want to research it, there are some of these others that are worth money as well. So if you want to give it some research, then feel free to do so and have a look at your change. And remember, if you want to find out more about it, go to this change checker website. It's www.changechecker.org, and you'll find out loads about it there as well. Okay, right. It's almost the end of another show. Time flies by here, doesn't it? But I promise you we will be back next week. For those of you who were eagle-eyed, you'll notice that we didn't have a show last week. Sorry about that, but we will be back next Sunday with another Andy's Shed Live. And in the middle of the week, hopefully, there will be a video about my charcoal retort going up. How to make charcoal. The second part. There's already a video. If you go back through the videos on Andy's Shed here on YouTube, if you go back through all the videos, there's already a couple of videos up there about how to make charcoal. And I've just made a new one as well that's going to be coming out hopefully this coming week. So watch out for that. But all that remains for us to do this week is to do the diary. And we will be doing that after this short break. See you in a minute. And welcome back to Andy's Shed Live for Sunday the 9th of April 23rd. Okay, it's nearly the end of another show, but of course we can't go without giving you an update of things that are happening on the diary this month, because we're into April now. I can't believe that this year is going so fast as it is. But here we are into April, so here's a couple of dates for your diary later this month. On Sunday the 23rd of April, if you're in the Sheffield area, the Collectors Club are having another one of their display days over at the Kelham Island Industrial Museum. The team will be there from around about 11 AM. You can find out more about the Sheffield Collectors Club by going to sheffieldcollectorsclub.wordpress.com. That's sheffieldcollectorsclub.wordpress.com. And then the following Sunday, the 30th of April, you can really tell that summer's coming here, yeah. It's a Hege Windmills Tractor Day. That is where lots of visiting vehicles, visiting farm machinery, tractors and things all go to Hege Windmill in Derbyshire. It's in a little place called Hege, which is near Ripley and Alfreton in Derbyshire. And it's a working windmill, and this is an event that they have twice a year where there's lots of visiting farm machinery, tractors and stationary engines and things, and lots of working exhibits. So that is Hege Windmill. They're what they call their Tractor Day on the 30th of April. So that should be worth a look too. So that's Sheffield Collectors Club on Sunday the 23rd and Hege Windmill on Sunday the 30th of April. Two great Sundays out there if you want to go along and have a look at those. And remember that if you want to get in touch with us here at the show and you get any more details about anything that we've mentioned, you can contact us by going here, andyshed.wordpress.com, and that will take you to our website, https:// if you want to do the internety bit, but you don't need that really. Just type into your modern browser andyshed.wordpress.com and that should take you there. Okay, all that remains is for me to say a big thank you to everybody who's been in touch with us and supporting the show. We will be back, as I say, next week. If you want to leave comments, feel free to stick them in the comment section down there somewhere. And I do try to answer everyone that we get, but I can't always answer every single one. But I do my best, so I'll do what I can for you. But until next week, watch out for that video coming up in the week about the charcoal retort and how to make charcoal. But until next Sunday, from all of us here, Andy Shed Live, bye y'all.